Alright, this is my quick review of the, I don't know how to pronounce that, ZOUPW solar panels. Got these off of Amazon, obviously. 2-panel deck. Looks pretty sturdy, solid. Oops. All the cables you could ever want in every connector. Okay, on the back, we'll get that out. This is kind of a real quick overall what's in the box sort of thing. So we'll get that all set up. All right, we got everything set up. Facing the sun. It's beaming hard over here in Northern California. Basically, for now, what I'm going to be using it for is charging up my brand new Anker Solix power station. I don't know what happened to the readout. Okay, here we go. So 100 watts on what these panels are rated. Obviously you're not going to get that. 67 watts is what I'm getting now, which according to all the interwebs is about right for 100 watts, no matter how strong the sun is. I mean, the sun is out and in full strength today. 66 watts is a lot. Here's a charger. Again, they give you multiple types of inputs, or connectors I should say. And it basically goes into your solar panel. Pretty straightforward. I mean, you don't need directions or anything. I don't know why this keeps going off. But in any case, looks like I'm getting 65 watts. Huh, okay, I thought I'd get more, at least 80 or something, because the sun's pretty strong out here in Antioch. There's no time. Recharge hours, 3 hours. Okay, whatever. But yeah, so that's what that's all about. And I believe if I go over here, you do have like a USB, a couple USB connectors there. You can actually charge directly from the, well, obviously.
Okay, today I'm going to review my ZOUPW 100 watt solar panel. I've set it in my driveway and it's angled almost perfectly towards the sun. I used a can to check for to minimize the shadows. Anyway, it's a little hazy today. It's not absolute perfect day, so I'm going to use an AC 180 to test it. Let's see what we get. And that's about right, considering the haze. We're at 81.
Hey, just a quick video of this 200 watt solar panel. Pretty nice length, fairly heavy, but nice. What I really like is that it has all these options, because the one actually fits my little electric generator. And as you can see, it's charging away nice.
This is a review of the 200 watt stitched foldable solar panel. And in the box you get the panels themselves. You also get a user manual, and this is pretty helpful. So it has the key information that you'll need. So I'm glad that's in there. You also get NC4 connectors, which I really like. I like these connectors. I never get panel, well, I shouldn't say never, but I like them. This is my preference on solar panel connections, the MC4. And This one, what's pretty neat is they also have on the other end, they have adapters. Okay, so they have an XT60 adapter, they have an Anderson adapter, and then there's two DC adapters. Let me give you the exact spec. It's a DC7909 and a DC5521. And the Anderson is a 30 amp adapter there. So that's pretty nice that they have that all on the one cable, so that if you have, depending on the device you have, you may need one of these, because they may not be MC4. So that's pretty cool. And you also have you have 10 DC type adapters in case a device you're charging uses these. So they have everything covered pretty much as in the way of adapters. So you should have no problem making connections, but that's something that you always want to check when you're buying solar panels, is to make sure the connection, you'll be able to charge up what you want based on the connections provided in the cables. So this inside here is where we have the connecting cable, the MC4, the other end. So this would plug into the cable or directly into your device, however you want to do that. And then there's also a little control box here, and that has two USB ports and a USB-C port. So there's an orange, and I'll tell you the spec on that right here. The orange one, that's this one. There, you can't see it on the camera, but one is orange, one is black. Then, of course, there's the USB-C. So the orange one is a 5 volt 3 amp, 9 volt 2 amp, 12 volt 1.5 amps. And it does support fast charging protocols. Anyway, that's all in the manual, but I'm just giving you a quick rundown. The black one, the MC4, this USB-A output, the black one, is 5 volt 3 amps. And then, of course, you have the Type-C output here, and it gives you the spec in here about the voltage in amps. So, like I said, this manual is pretty good. So you definitely want to make sure you read that. To give you the specs on the main specs, which I'm going to be doing a test outside. I always check the open circuit voltage, the VOC. That is the voltage without anything attached to it, without any loads attached to the panels. And then the other thing I check is the the IMP, which is the optimum operating current. And for this panel set, it's 9.92 amps, and for the open circuit voltage, the VLC, it's 24.3 volts. So I'll be checking that later, and that will be later on in the video. So anyway, this is a short cable. Not too short, but it's probably 3 feet. Looks like a 3-foot cable. So you may need, depending on what you have, you may need extension cables, but we also have this. So you have some cables here. So, but if not, you may need an MC4 connector extension cable. This comes in at, they say 19 pounds. This is every bit 19 pounds. It seems heavier to me. It seems more like 22 pounds or 23 pounds. I'll tell you, it's heavy. Pretty heavy. So I don't know about the 19 pounds. This has a magnetic closure, which is nice. And the handle, not bad. It's not that, it's a plastic grip on it. So it's not overly comfortable, but it's not that uncomfortable. So you'll be able to carry this. It's not like you're going to carry this a mile or something. So anyway, that's acceptable. And this, the outside is a, let me see if I can get this closer so you can see that. It's a black fabric. The stitching job is very good. Check this side. Stitching job, very good. This looks like you'd be able to wipe this off with a damp rag or something like that, washcloth. So, yeah, so pretty good. Okay, so the legs on these, this has the, to set this up, now let's see, I think I'm going to go this way with it, but just to show you, this has the legs as such. Turn it sideways. And then it has a rubberized material here. Now this is not adjustable. These are very strong, very strong. This is a very strong material here. And the Velcro is excellent. I mean, you got to tug on, really tug on that. So that's the Velcro system is excellent. The ribbons here, they got it's kind of elastic ribbon. Excellent as far as that goes. I'm not in favor of these legs that are put on portable panels, but this one is very firm. I don't know if there's metal or what's inside, but very firm and it's nice and wide. So anyway, let's put this up. Now you can see how good the Velcro is. So let me just set this up real quick, how long that takes. See, I don't like these things. Very hard to work with, especially a panel this size. These have to be, if this is 200 watts, so it's got to be 4 50-watt panels is how they have to be, I would think. And then you okay, so the legs are fully engaged. Legs are fully engaged. So, takes up quite a bit of room. You could also use these vertical. Vertically, they have holes on either side, 2 on that side, 2 on this side, in case you wanted to. You could hang those vertically if you had a tent. But it would have to, or a tree somehow, a wall, a fence. It would have to be something that has good support because, like I said, this is decently heavy, 19 pounds they say, and again, I'm saying it seems heavier than 19. So you would have to have something that has good support in order to hang this vertically. But you'll save a lot of room if you can hang it vertically. But you still have to be aware of the sun's angle. So the thing I don't like about these kinds of things, I mean, you can't really get it any lower unless you disengage the legs and just lay it down on something else. You'd have to tilt these and lay it down. So anyway, that's what you get with these, but they are good. The ones that they are on here, at least it's a quality leg. The panels themselves, they have a very nice, it's very nice, I guess, I don't know if they have looks like they have a fabric, something over the actual cells. So, but these are very nice. Let me see if I can get I'm going to focus in on that. So, if you can see that. See that material? Let me pan it around a little. See that? So, I'll come back out. Okay, so they look very nice. It's a quality job. The construction of these panels are excellent, or the construction is excellent. So I'm happy with that. These seems like a quality product, and it all gets down to how does it perform. Now, I'm not going to do any tests as far as charging up any devices. I don't have anything that needs charging right now. But as far as I'm concerned, the test that I always do is the open circuit voltage test and the amperage test. And again, sometimes also if you plug in a device and if I test that, that can be a little misleading because sometimes if it doesn't perform well, sometimes it's the device that is being charged that reduces the amount of solar energy coming into it. So this is a pure test without any loads on it, and for me that's the best way to test it. So these are the sun conditions. Show you the sky, a few clouds. Sun is behind the clouds right now. The actual weather conditions, there are a few clouds in the sky. We're at 89 degrees and it's roughly around 12 o'clock p.m. The specs on this panel, the VOC, or the open circuit voltage, is 24.3 volts. And that's what we're going to be testing right now. And I'm going to be using a meter to do that, as you can see. So let's get that set. All right, so there we're set. So now let's get these leads in. All right. Okay, I have to get in here. All right. Here we go. All right, so we're at 22 right now. Sun is still behind the clouds. Seems like it's emerging. You see it go up. It's at 23 right now. Let's see if we can get it. If it comes completely out, we should be up. We're looking for 24.3. And again, this is open circuit voltage. That is without any load on the panels. This is the number that I always use when I'm going to charge a device up to make sure that we don't go over the voltage parameter.